Another interesting statistic that I heard, 2% of gym goers have a six-pack. What the hell? That means 98% of people don't have a six-pack in the gym. I broke down basically the 3 or 4 different factors that really serve to building muscle. And it's you got to stimulate the growth with the right amount of sets, right? Then you need the proper rest in between your workout days. And then you need nutrition. If you're not growing, it's one of those 3 things. But there's an interesting point brought up that 98% of gym goers don't have a six-pack. That technically means they're overweight. So if they're overweight, especially here in America, then they're probably overnourished, right? So really, rarely, I guess here in America, would our concerns be that we're not eating enough to stimulate the growth. So if we're actually overnourished to begin with, then it must actually be the other factors, which is the training regimen that you've picked or the amount of rest in between the days you're actually going to the gym. It actually boils down to one of those factors. You can get into the macro concerns, what builds muscle the best, but technically, people who are overweight are overnourished. They're already eating too much food. They've got the essential building blocks there already. And so if they've got the essential building blocks there already, if you think about your Olympia competitors, dude, they might put on like 10 pounds of muscle from one Olympia to the next. And if you think about it, it's actually pretty significant. Let's just say that you were to put on 30 pounds of muscle, okay, over an entire year, which is a lot more than most people are gonna gain. Well, if you take 30 pounds over a year, if that's all muscle, say, technically, then it would come out to, 600 calories is a pound of muscle. So if you gain 30 pounds of muscle, that would actually be 18,000 calories. If you have 18,000 calories divided by 365 days, you actually only need about 50 calories extra per day over your maintenance range of calories. And so everybody's definitely getting that. And there's like a metabolic cost to it too. So, it might be like 150 or 300, but you don't need 1,000 extra calories or whatever to stimulate that growth. So what I'm trying to basically say is that ratio or that calories that you actually need to produce technically 30 pounds of growth is only 50 calories a day, and everybody's got that in their diet at least. I just thought it was an interesting concept because I've been talking about rest, nutrition, and stimulation are the 3 things that if you're lacking one of them, then it's one of those. But really here in America, it's not something that we probably have to really, deal with too much on the nutrition aspect. It's more about our training and what we're doing and the rest that we're giving our bodies in between. And you can kind of get into the whole, oh my gosh, yes, we're overnourished, but are our macros actually accurate to build muscle? And I would argue that technically they probably are. I'd say that especially in the bodybuilding community, protein is very heavily overemphasized. While it's an important macronutrient, it's not the end-all be-all. All the other macronutrients are super important as well too. Fats for hormone stuff, and then carbohydrates is what your brain, your central nervous system, your entire muscular system pretty much runs off of is glucose and sugars. And your muscle is actually 72% water, not protein, it's water. And you got the carbohydrate. It's totally part of your essential macronutrients mix. And the recommended macronutrients mix actually is 60% carbohydrates, 25% protein, and then 15% fats. If you want to get technical, you might not be consuming all those people out there who are overnourished in the gym. They're not consuming a pound of protein or a gram of protein per pound of body weight, but they've got the essential building blocks there. There's a better macronutrient mix depending on what you're trying to actually do according to your goals, but you can pretty much say, I'm trying to eliminate the excuse that, oh, well, their macros aren't there. Dude, they're there, and it's enough to build muscle, for damn sure. So just trying to take some excuses out of the thing and shore up my argument a little bit. But